morning, guys, and welcome back to my channel. You'll have to excuse my voice. I have no pain in my throat. I have not got any sort of soreness in my throat, but my voice keeps going. So yeah, so I apologize in advance if I sound like I'm going up and down on a slide when I'm trying to talk to you. How are you all doing? Are you all settling into this now? New year, everyone's back. My local school isn't back yet. They got a burst water main, and I was talking to the girl next door last night, and she was like, he's been off since before Christmas. And I was like, oh my god. And she was like, I'm losing it. I was like, oh, but they're hoping to be back at some point this week, I think. But we are heading into work. It is a office day today. We are going in to do art. We are going to colour in some nice butterflies, and I think I'm going to hang them on my wall. I was thinking about this. I have frames. I found frames when I was cleaning up my mum's room, so I'm thinking if I do some nice butterflies, I could frame them and put them on my wall. My art teacher actually suggested before going, why don't you just frame your own artwork and put it on your walls? I was like, oh, never thought of that. But yeah, anyway, so it should be a fairly easy day. It's art. I have 1 hour and a half to run with a client, and that normally takes about 15 minutes, and then I will be back to art. I don't know what's for lunch today. I might have something small for lunch. If not, I think I might wait till I get fruit when I go home. I actually woke up this morning and I was going, should really have a tin of pears. I fancy a tin of pears, but I didn't. I got up too late. I lay in bed for a while and just sort of lay there going, oh. And because this is like my Monday, because it's Wednesday, it's my first day back at work because I have Monday, Tuesday off. So it's like my Monday. So all the feelings you feel on a Monday, I feel on a Wednesday. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go do this, and I will probably talk to you later on my way home, or I don't know, at some point during today I will have a chat with you again. Alright guys, I am just on my way home from work, later than what I thought. It's 10 to 3, but we had a day where it was just, yeah, it was just a weird day. Loads of things needed doing, but nothing seemed to be getting done, no matter how hard we tried. But anyway, we're on our way home, and I am going to go home, and what am I going to do? I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, just get home, I suppose, is the plan at the moment. Sorry, a woman just walked out across the road at a crossing while the green man was on red and ran in front of a car. Holy Jesus. Anyway, so my Thursday client tomorrow, I am meeting him. We're not going, normally I collect him from the office and we head out from there, and I said to him, look, do you want to just meet me? And he was like, yeah, I think it'd be good. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to meet up. He was feeling a bit off today, so I'm going to meet him in the morning. We're going to go to Butcher's and do his weekly food shop, and yeah, that's really it, and have a look around. And that should be me finished then, excuse me, for the day. Tired. I'm actually tired. I didn't get to do any colouring today. Very disappointed I didn't get to do any colouring. But I think I'm going to make cauliflower and cheese for dinner. I think. Cauliflower, cheese, bacon, breadcrumbs. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Might even do it with pasta. Oh, I'll have to think about this. But yeah, I was watching a video on YouTube last night, and you know the way it automatically comes up another one after it, and it was cauliflower cheese, and I thought, oh, I wouldn't mind that. Excuse me. But we will see. We will see. I might go home and Hayley says, look, I've cooked dinner or whatever, and then I go, right, well, no point me cooking again. Oh my goodness. It is so bright, that sun. Beautiful day today. It's 15 degrees now. I'm thinking back, what, a week? And it was like -5. Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. And everybody seems to be sick. But thank God, sickness is nearly gone from my house, and I'm not feeling sick. And Hayley's on the mend, Kerry's on the mend, and my mum's doing well. So, yeah. I can't really complain, but everywhere you go, people seem to be either after getting over an illness or they're poorly. So, right, I'm going to go home and we will decide what we're going to do for the rest of the day. Alright guys, good morning. It is Thursday and I am meeting my Thursday morning client. We are actually meeting at the shopping centre. We're not meeting at the office today, but I'm not meeting him for another hour. But I've come up early because did I fit in there? I've come up early because I want to get some pajamas. And it's not something you go shopping with your client for. So I just need to get my, I threw out last night. I was going through my my nightwear drawer, and a couple of my night dresses, again, they'd been worn to within an inch of their life, and some of them had actually lost their life. So I thought, right, you know what, get rid of them. But some of them were nice long sleeved ones. Even though they were night dresses, they had long sleeves. And I thought, you know, I could really do replace them, because I don't like my legs covered at night, but I certainly like my arms, because when they're out of the bed I don't want them getting cold. So I thought we'd come up a little bit early. We'll have a look in Pennies and Duns and see if we can find them. If not, no harm lost. And I'll meet up with my client, we'll do his food shop, and we'll probably have a nosy around again. So I might go into other stores, but I'm not overly stressing about it, but I would like to replace them at some point. So that is my thing for today, is to meet this client, do a shop. We're going to go back to his, do a bit of meal prep, I think. And yeah, that's me done then for the day. An update on my book. I'm reading my book and I read 3 chapters of it last night and I struggled to put it down. The only reason I put it down was because it was 1 o'clock in the morning. If I didn't put it down, there wasn't a chance I was getting up in the morning. And this morning I woke up and I was sitting in bed and I read another chapter of the book. Now they're not very, very big chapters, but they're yeah, they're interesting. Now, as I said, I'm only 4 or 5, maybe 6 chapters into the book, so I'll give you a more review. This is a completely new author to me, so I will give you a review when I get to the end of the book without any spoilers, please God, if I remember. Right, I'm going to go in here, have a look around this shopping centre with the client, and yeah, see what we get. Okay, so chicken curry, chips and rice for dinner. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, happy Friday, guys. I didn't record anything after I went into Pennies because I actually got a migraine. I haven't got a migraine in, must be just over a year. But as I was driving home from the clients, I noticed when I looked through the windscreen of the car, I could see it moving. Like, do you know, like you have a heat haze and you can see it shimmering on the road? Well, if you can imagine that, but it was on the glass that I was obviously driving. So I literally made it home. Now I was contemplating, will I stop? How do I feel? No, I didn't take any risks or anything. I literally, so I came home and I just went to bed. I was like, guys, and Hayley gave me the painkiller that she takes. Even though I had absolutely no pain, I knew it was an optical migraine. So I just went to bed and spent today, and I rang in work this morning and just said, look, I am really not feeling great. I wasn't feeling great this morning when I woke up. I had a headache then. That makes sense. I had the pain when I woke up. But touch wood, gone now. And it is now, what is it, 20 past 4. And I'm like, yeah, I really should get dinner on. So what I'm doing for dinner today is I am doing a vintage cheddar. Wait, I read this now. I have to read it, make sure I get proper. A vintage cheddar, cauliflower and spinach pie. And that's what it's meant to look like. So I thought that looked lovely. And that is literally what I'm going to have for my dinner. And I said to the two kids, I said, what you want? I'm throwing on dinner. Now they did offer, but I knew I had to get up and about, and I'm going up now in a few minutes to have a shower and just, but I was hungry. That's the main driving force that I came downstairs. And then because I wanted to vlog, I had to get dressed. You know, bit of a flaff. So they were like, just throw something easy on for us, ma'am. So I said, okay, chicken nuggets and chips. And they were like, yeah, that's cool. So that is what I'm doing them. Chicken nuggets, chips, probably some beans or peas. I'll ask them which ones they prefer. I actually don't care which they prefer. So yeah, so that is what we're doing. I'm going, wait, I'll show you my pie before. So that is my pie there before it goes into the oven. So I'm going to put it, I'm actually using the big ovens today, which are these lads here. So I'm using the small big oven, if that makes sense. So on my cooker, I've got a grill, my oven, and then I've got a side oven. Which normally if I'm roasting vegetables, Yorkshire puds, all that go in there, and the main meat will go in the big oven. But today I'm just going to throw them all in here. And I've got it on at 200 degrees and it'll be ready in about 35 minutes. Alright guys, just came up to edit the video and realised I never showed you my dinner cooked. But when my dinner was in the oven, I actually took the chance, because Hayley was downstairs and I said to her, I'm going to run up and have my shower and get myself organised. So she was like, yeah, cool. So by the time I'd come out of the shower, put on a bit of face cream, the usual rubbish, and gone downstairs, it was dished in on the table. And oh my God, it was gorgeous. I would highly, highly recommend that pie. It's a vegetarian pie and it was cheddar cheese. There was potatoes in it. There was cauliflower, spinach. So tasty. Would highly recommend it. And I'm not a vegetarian. I do like an awful lot of the vegetarian food. So yeah, highly recommend. And the pastry was gorgeous on it. With the crust of it, the top of it was really, really crusty and flaky. It was gorgeous. Yum, yum, yum. So yeah, we had that. We had a bit of a chat. I've come upstairs now to edit the video to get it up. And I realised I hadn't shown you my food. But yeah, so, and of course then I sat down, I start reading more into my book. This is it here, the book I'm reading, Roberta Cray, and it's called Hunted. It's good. It's a very easy read. They say it's very like Martina Cole. Martina Cole can be quite graphic and quite detail orientated, where I find this is less detail orientated, but it's much easier and quicker to read. So I'm on page 251 at the moment, and you know what? I came up, and when I started importing the footage, I start reading the book, and I was like, yeah, and it's the type of book that you would just pick down because the chapters are very short. It's like most chapters are like 2, maybe 3 pages long. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A big chapter there is 5 pages long. So it's very easy to just go, I'll only read a chapter, and you're booting through the book. But at the moment, yeah, can't have anything bad to say. It's a nice, easy read, a quick read. But yeah, so that is what I was doing here. So next week we have, what have we got coming up? Oh, we have a trip. Myself and Carl are going up to Argus up north for a Hoover. My Hoover, we took out the Hoover. I have a Vax Hoover, and now in saying that, the Vax Hoover must be, it's old, 15 years old maybe 15 years old, but it lost its fight for life, I am very sorry to say. And we have a Dyson, a cordless Dyson downstairs, but I find it's not great on carpets, and especially not great if you have a pet, and the whole of my upstairs of my house is all full of carpets. So I was saying it to Carl, and he was like, well, why don't we just buy a good plug-in one? So we have been looking around, and we were looking at the shark pet something, I don't know, anti hair something or other, and the best price we can get for it is up in Argus in Newry. So I thought, oh, that's what we do. We'll go up there and we'll have a day trip out, just me and him, and see how that goes. So we're going to do that. I know there's a bit of a Sainsbury's up there, so I think we might do that as well. But the Sainsbury's shop will probably be up before the Hoover, or our trip, shall we say. Just because food shops go up on a Saturday, and I just have I'm on top of them. But yeah, I've been working also. What I've been here for the day with, because I had no work. I was trying to work out what way I was going to do videos now. So we're working on a new schedule for that. We were meant to do it in December for January, but obviously with Vlogmas and stuff coming on, we didn't have a clue. But yeah, that's what so we have a trip to Newry coming up. I probably have a trip down to my mum, or Galway at least, to meet my mum and Kerry, but that'll be probably February, mid-February. Hayley is going to go back up to Donegal, I think, in February as well. She's down here at the moment. She's been down a while because she wants getting her medication sorted. I don't know if Hayley said it to you, but she suffers with very, very bad anxiety and migraines, and you sort of can't fix one without the other. But the doctor she had up in Drogheda has retired, so we got her to transfer down to the doctor here behind us, and she had a great chat with a girl up there, and she has started new medication. But because obviously there can be a lot of side effects and stuff like this, and it can also trigger more migraines, and the doctor said it'd be a good idea, if you can, stay at home until this is sorted, because she lives on her own and it can be scary on your own. So she's down. Thank God, she seems to be doing okay, but she has another appointment coming up with the doctor, and this is to review how she's getting on. But I think she wants to go through and do a video of that. But fingers crossed, everything seems to be going okay. She's not having too many side effects, and not too many bad side effects, which is all you can really ask for. Yeah, other than that, there's not much else going on. Work is being a bit mental. There's an awful lot of people out sick. There's an awful lot of people just on holidays, and just everybody doing everything. But yeah, in myself, I'm feeling good. In Hayley seems to be feeling good. I'm not going to be doing as much running around this year as last year, up and down the country and over and back. I just think it was taking its toll on me. So I just thought, you know what, once a month for everybody is enough. So yeah, so that's the story. I have to go down and get my bloods done on Tuesday again. So yeah, so other than that, there's not much happening. As I said, we're just going to go up to Newry, I think, is the next sort of outing we have. Work has been mental this week, but I am so looking forward to just having my weekend. I work the weekend, but having it where I can just chill up a bit, sort of knuckle down and hunker in, shall we say. Hunker in the house and just chill out. Right, well, I hope you all have a great weekend, and I hope you are having a great weekend at the moment, or a great week this week, and looking forward to the weekend. And I will talk to you in my next one, guys. Hopefully I'll be able to update you on what our plans are with YouTube going forward, what we hope to achieve in 2025, all stuff like that. But yeah, we'll sit down, we'll have a coffee, and we'll have another chat. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye bye.